Monday Morning Cracks. And good Monday to you, everybody out there. Renegade
Happy Monday.
Wherever you guys may be. And I know it's a day after Father's Day, and I hope you guys enjoyed your barbecues. I hope you guys enjoyed your grills. I hope you guys enjoyed your meals. And I hope you guys aren't too hung, especially you men out there that are fathers, or were grandfathers, or your father's fathers, or hanging with your father. Anything. If you have a father clock, it still counts.
With Mr. Cooper.
It all counts. It's all the same as Father's Day. And everybody out there, we just know that you guys had a great Sunday, but today's Monday morning.
Monday Morning Cracks. We applaud you, fathers out there.
Everybody out there, all the fathers especially.
Yes, we are definitely applauding everybody out there who is a father. Go ahead and keep on making babies with beautiful ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
And if you beholding some ugly ladies, then let go of them. Anyways,
Monday morning cracks, everybody.
Monday
morning blessings to you. God bless you. If you're a father, double God bless you. Triple. It is great to have you here with us. We just want to say, have a great week ahead of you.
Have a great week, yeah.
This is the Monday Morning Cracks.
And you gotta fight that traffic. We know you guys are in that traffic, and you're trying to fight that traffic because it is another Monday morning, and a lot of people don't have the. Wait, it's Juneteenth. Maybe people do have it off. So happy Juneteenth to everybody out there as well. And we hope you guys are out there. Whoever's fighting traffic to get somewhere, wherever you got to go. Maybe you're celebrating today. Maybe you're doing this or that. Whatever you're doing, just have a great day, a great Monday, a safe drive.
Sit back, relax, and listen to this episode.
Runner and Gunner Show. That is correct.
In today's episode we are talking about...
What is this?
Loading times.
Loading.
And the question we ask is, what's the deal with loading times?
But before we get to that whole subject and everything like that, our sponsors are asking that we have to take a quick one. So... before we guys get to you with this whole information about loading times and why it takes so long to load and why you have to bang your system sometimes just to get it loading correctly, we've got to go real quick and let these sponsors take over. So we'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Introducing the 500 McDonald's Cheeseburger Special.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you?
Hello, could I get 500 cheeseburgers, please?
Whoa, wait, hold on. That's a lot. Yeah.
Yes, and then could I also get 5 drinks?
Yeah, would you like it, with the bucket?
Now introducing McDonald's Buckets of Food for a limited time offer. Only at McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What's up, everybody?
Ladies and gentlemen,
it is the Monday Morning Show.
We're
here to talk about video games, and a lot of video games.
Tons.
Since this is the Video Game Podcast.
We're informing you guys. We keep you guys informed with the latest video games and the greatest video games as well.
We do.
We always keep you guys ready, and we keep it flowing steady with information and knowledge. And plus, we just want you guys to be great and enhance your day. Enhance your Mondays, make your Mondays greater, as well as tell you why in the world does it take so long to load a dang game? Wait a minute, what's the deal with this, Gunner? Why? Sometimes say you're playing any game. What game is it? Any game. You put it in the game, you put it in your console, and it's like load. I mean, what are you waiting for? What is this? TikToking the minutes of our lives? What is going on here? And we sit there and wonder, how long will it take till the game actually appears on the screen?
Yes, what is the deal with loading times? I don't know. All I know is this. I was there since the beginning, and even Atari didn't have loading times.
No, they did not.
PC always had loading times, and it was cheap. That's why PCs weren't taken seriously
until later on
as a video game console, because it had
forever.
Loading times. What? Nobody wants to deal with loading times.
Loading times.
You mean to go into one area of the map, I need loading times? How about you just make the whole game
into a whole map? Make the whole map. Lay it all out.
And you just make the whole game.
Yeah. Just create the whole game. What is
create the whole game.
Loading time. Yeah.
What's going on here?
The loading times is an extension of probably the creators being lazy. Is it laziness?
It's laziness.
Is it laziness? My point. Is it laziness by the game creators?
By far,
is what we're wondering. What is it
that
just
happens
makes
so
a game
often?
Load? Why does your game pause sometimes and then you have a circle go round and round and you're sitting there thinking, I could be doing something else right now.
Yeah.
I could be reading a book. I could be talking to a woman. I
Yes.
could be talking to a man if you're a woman. I could be enhancing my mind in a very different direction or doing something even greater than this. But
You could be praying.
I'm looking at this freaking screen while the circle goes round and round.
It's like it's a blank screen, and the circle in the corner goes round and round for like 10 minutes.
Circular rotation.
And you're just sitting there, and
You
you're
feel like a robot. Circular rotation.
and then you're like, hey, how come there's loading times? And they're like, there has to be loading times. And like, there has to be loading
There
times.
has to be.
And then they're like, how can we make the game without loading times? And then like, that's not
That
the
is
consumer's problem.
impossible.
Us as buyers of your product shouldn't be the ones to tell you how to do your job.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
Like, how are you going to come at us? How are you going to attack us for not wanting loading times?
Yeah, and they're like, you know what? That's not our problem.
But we pretty
We
much
already
solved
made
it.
the product, so deal with
We
it.
already made the product. Deal with it. We
That's
made
exactly
our
what they
money.
say.
See you later.
So they took their money, they cashed it in, they went to the bank, they put a deposit on the house, they put a deposit on a car, a Vespa, whatever. But why is the loading time still existing? Why?
Loading times, laziness. What's the deal with loading times? Laziness. That's all it could be attributed to.
Okay, I'll give them a little bit of room. Okay, I'm not gonna
Give them
hate
a little bit
completely,
of-
and I will say
give them a
this.
little bit of room.
I'll say this.
It's not
If you have
completely
played,
bad.
if you have played
It's
a
legal,
game
Brad.
called Red Dead Redemption, it is well worth. There are some games that are well worth the waiting time, but other games are not worth that waiting time. And most games, I would say, are not worth that wait, because some games, say you get the game called Red Dead Redemption, which came out in 2018.
The loading
and
times
when
on
loading times
Rockstar
could have been,
games, period.
it could have been like super duper fast. It could have been Sonic speed fast. They could have just went zoom zoom and then cut out all this stuff.
Hey, Rockstar, like, you've been making games like this since like 2001,
Right.
and it always has that thick loading screen. Even on PlayStation 1,
Yeah.
it had a solid 3, 4, 5-minute loading screen.
Yeah, exactly.
So how is that still around on PlayStation 5?
Why is it still relevant? Is
that,
what
that
we're
should be
wondering.
corrected. That should be
Yes.
evolved. But
It
now
should be
it's
evolved into
longer.
something. Like, I would actually, how many gamers out there, I'm asking you guys this, how many gamers out there would rather take a couple gigabytes to get rid of those loading times? Hit us up on the Runner and Gunner.
Yes.
Hit us up.
Hit us
on our-
up. What do you think about loading times out there, everybody? What do you think
you
the
guys
problem
hit us
is?
up and said, would you give up gigabytes to take away those loading times? So if we could subtract the loading times and turn them into gigabytes, wouldn't that be so cool? Because
Yeah.
I'd do it. I mean, I'd do it in a second, in a flash.
And then we
A
can
flash drive, that is.
But that's the thing. We're also thinking like, hey, the game's so huge, that's why it needs loading times.
Exactly.
But then how come when I get San Andreas on the PlayStation 5,
Yes.
there's still loading times?
There's still loading
That doesn't
times.
make sense.
We're talking about downgrading, 3 systems below? Something like that?
2001?
We're talking about more than 10, 15 years?
Yeah.
Beyond 15 years.
On the PlayStation 5, the definitive collection, all the upgrades, there's still loading times.
Even though they upgraded the graphics, which should be a simple, not even an issue. It should not be, that wasn't even an issue. Because they did it, they could do that with no problem. With snap of a finger, graphics.
Even
But
more
the
when
loading times.
Even more when you download a game on Steam with the full, huge
Oh,
engine,
yeah.
and you downloaded an old PlayStation.
So you got a
like
1
Grand Theft
terabyte
Auto.
little handheld Steam.
Even
You
still.
know, it's still, how
Even
long
still,
did it take?
loading times.
Loading times. Even when you first get a game, say it's only 14, 20 gigabytes, it still takes time just to load it up. Why
Loading
can't
time
those
still.
engines just, you know what, with the stuff they have now, with the, you know, the,
What's the deal? They're trying to
Why?
suck your life, everybody, and control your minds. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, loading times do suck.
you guys are Slurpees and we're sucking you in. No, they're not. They're not doing that. They're not sucking you in.
Welcome to the plug.
Now you know, Zombie Island. No. Okay, we're not all zombies. Okay, they're not sucking it. What is happening is that they are really trying. These developers, okay, I do give them props and I do give them credit for making such great games. We're not trying to trash all you developers out there, because man, not props to you guys for creating dope games. There's a lot of dope games out there, but at the same time, why does it take 100 years to load?
No loading times. Like, make your game smaller. Or, like, you were making games on PlayStation 4 and it was fine. Like, now that you're making games on PlayStation 5, make PlayStation 4 games. for PlayStation 5. Only do it without loading times.
Quick flashback, everybody. 1984. NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. They had these little cartridges with these little pins. I forget how many pins they were, but these pins, you connect them to the other pins, were inside the cartridges. You push down, all the pins connected, you press the power button, and instantly the console would turn on without any loading time speed.
Wow, that was pretty trippy, Runner.
That
makes you
did you have a flashback? Oh, me too. I'm floating now.
Don't rub the lamp. No, dude, don't rub the lamp.
Hey,
no.
Give us one of your flashbacks.
What's up, Genie? Where'd you come from?
Whoa, there's a genie in here now.
I don't know.
Where are you?
Oh, wow. All right, everybody.
Right, we're back. Woo. We came out of that world. All right, we're back to
Runner's
normal.
right.
We're back to 23.
We're not trying to make fun of all you developers out there.
And back in 23 land.
We're not trying to rag on everybody who's a jabroni, who's lazy and can't work.
Sure we are.
We're not trying to make fun of people who live miserable lives and work at jobs that they don't like and then go home and say, I hate making Grand Theft Auto. They work me too hard. And Red Dead Redemption, we need a lawsuit because they gave me too much money. We're not talking about...
Bling, bling.
Oh, wait, maybe that is what's happening.
Wait a minute.
Bunch of complaining American developers. No, hold on. We're not here to we're not here to throw shade at developers. We're here to say to everybody out there that loading times are a problem. No. Drop it. The loading time.
Loading times, you guys could speed. Yeah, drop it or freaking don't make it so long. Just come on, you guys.
Just cut it out
what do
completely.
you guys want us to do?
Sega Genesis games didn't have loading times.
I remember before you couldn't even microwave a freaking nothing. You couldn't microwave anything. Now you can microwave 10 burritos waiting for one game to load up. So you know what I mean? Count how long.
20 burritos.
Look, everybody,
every 10 minutes.
Everybody in Run a Gunner Land, look at your burritos, turn it around, see how long it takes to microwave one, and then think about microwaving. See, load microwave. That's the same thing. You microwave and load 10 of them.
Work the same,
That's how long the developers make it for us. And we're just asking the developers to, cut it in half at least. Make us only cook 5 instead of 10 burritos.
Well, developers, ask yourself this. How does a Sega Genesis game made in 1993 not have any loading time?
Right.
But a game made in 2023 does.
Sonic?
That makes no sense at all.
You're saying Sonic in 1992 took 0 seconds to load, right? It was instant
and
load.
Resident Evil was like 5 hours to load. Oh, man.
In 2002.
Remember playing Resident Evil Part 1?
Yeah.
On the PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
The loading time?
The loading time was forever.
Forever.
It was
going
forever.
Door to
it was
door,
a great game, though. I wouldn't deny.
room.
I'm not going to say it wasn't a great game because I do love that game.
But maybe that's how loading time snuck its little way into the market
because the game was too good.
People were just buying it anyway.
You're going to buy it because the product is too good. But at the same time,
but
how many minutes of people's lives do they want to take?
And even on the new super ultra definitive edition of Resident Evil, they still have the loading.
The new ones, the new ones that are out, they got
like you remade a game that's
Definitive
in the past,
1, Definitive 2.
Brought it now,
I think they got like up to 5 now, right? Or something like that.
Still got the loading. I just want to grab the developers and be like, shake them.
Like why?
They still got the loading.
That is exactly. Why in Resident Evil 1?
What
Gunnar was saying, and why in Resident Evil 1 remastered do they still have the same exact loading time as the PS1?
What's going on?
So you're on PS4, PS5, or whatever, and Xbox One S and Series. You're on the best console, the upgraded console, Switch.
Piece of equipment.
You're on anything.
NASA's using it.
You're on NASA's equipment, and you're still playing Resident Evil 1. Hey,
and
good for you. Loading. I love that game too, but there's still the same exact loading time as it was in PS1 in 1999. Why is that? We will never know, and it's up to the game developers.
Laziness, like we said.
Yeah, man, it's kind of messed up. We're just asking the developers out there to please work on this. But anyways,
we got to take a quick commercial.
Yeah, we got to
break.
go and pay our sponsors some tribute.
Yes, sponsors, yes. But everyone, that's food for thought. Think about what we just said. If you want to listen to it again, rewatch the show and hear the argument. Send us what's up on Twitter or Instagram.
Send us your thoughts and opinions on this subject, because it's a highly opinionated subject that a lot of people are thinking about out there in the Runner Gunner land. So we've already got a few opinions here and there, but if you got a great opinion, we will announce it on our next show. So let us know what you guys think out there and send it to us.
All right, everybody, we got to take a quick commercial break. But before we go, we just want to tell you that this is the Video Game Podcast, where we talk about video games. We answer questions about classic video games, future video games, Xbox video games that are just coming out. Yep. We talk about the highest trends and the best video games soon coming to YouTube. Yeah. As Twitch streamers, video game streamers. All right, everybody, take care. Listen ahead. We got more.
And a whole lot more coming up.
A whole lot more.
We'll give you the next coming up subject, but we got to pay tribute to our sponsors, so we'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Welcome to Foot Locker, sir. How can I help you?
Hey guys, I've just been working on my game, and my socks wore out.
Wow, it's Michael Jordan! Introducing the new 7-day reusable socks by Jordan Air.
I made those?
7-day reusable Jordan.
Hey, my socks wore out too.
And also introducing it at Kids Foot Locker.
Only $399.99.
The sun is sinking in the west. The cattle go down to the stream. The redwing settles in her nest. It's time for a cowboy to dream.
What's up, everybody?
The Runner Gunner Show.
To the Runner and Gunner Show.
And we're glad to have you guys back.
Everybody out there, tell us your opinion.
Tell us what you guys think.
What's the deal with loading times?
Why does it take so long?
You know, you could hear us chop it up about that opinion all day long.
Over and over.
We really want to hear what you have to think.
It's a serious thing, and we want to know your guys' opinion out there.
So hit us up at the Runner and Gunner Show at gmail.com.
That's right.
Or check us out on our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
all
Twitter,
those places.
Twitch,
Spotify,
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podcast, Mars Podcast, Super Podcast, Jupiter,
Martian Podcast, Dutch Podcast.
All right, everybody. What's so Red Dead about Zelda? What's so Red Dead about Zelda?
What's so RD about Z? What is going on?
What's so arty about Marty?
What does Marty McFly have to do with Zelda? We will tell you guys.
Marty McFly Part 3, of course.
Yeah. The third one is where Marty McFly goes into Zelda's land and he takes over with the shoot guns and shooting. And guess what? ZZ Top is there as well. And so ZZ Top will help him turn their guitars over and over in different directions.
What's so Red Dead about Zelda?
What is it? What is so Red Dead about Zelda?
So much
Runner
in common.
And Gunner do have the answer if you ever asked that question.
Let's get down into it.
All right, here we go. The horses.
The mountains, the landscape,
the bows,
the bow and arrows, the bow and arrows,
the knives, the swords, the guns,
the knives, the swords, the guns.
Knives, the swords are like guns in Red Dead, and the swords are like the swords of Zelda.
Yeah.
So I mean, okay.
The missions pinpoint.
So Runner and Gunner have thought of something that it really is, and Gunner comes up with the term that Red Dead is the pocket edition, while Zelda is the pocket edition of Red Dead Redemption. It is. And you know why it is? Because Zelda, you could travel with it anywhere. You could take Zelda down the street and show your friend.
Yes.
Zelda. Can you do that on Red Dead? No.
If you want to play your game at home and then you're like, hey, I just want to get out. You take your Switch, go down to the local bar, start playing your Switch out there, get a couple ladies looking at your Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. Switch party.
And then she says, you know what? I'm going to switch to your
direction.
Yeah, she likes what you're saying. So she likes what you're saying, so she wants to switch to you. And she says, you know what? I'm going to switch to you. Where are you going? She'll hop on your horse and she'll ride your pony.
Yep. Oh, community. The community in Red Dead is very similar.
is big
to the Red Dead
Zelda,
Red Dead community.
To the Zelda community. They're both similar. They're very similar, and you know what's crazy is that they both have. It's so similar in so many ways. They both are looking to beat the bad guy, of course. Dutch is the a-hole, And
you get friends on Zelda.
You get friends on Zelda and Ditch. You get friends on
John
Red
Marston.
Dead.
You get, Arthur gets John Marston, but Link, he gets a Goron.
Link gets a Goron. He gets his Goron. You know what that means?
He gets his Goron with Zelda, especially.
You know what that means? Oh yeah, he gets his Goron.
I'm not too certain what that means.
Wink,
but it sounds cool. So
it does sound cool.
We'll let it fly.
Red
Dead and Zelda.
Red Dead and Zelda are so similar. So in Zelda, you cook your own food. In Red Dead, they cook their food for you. In Zelda, you eat that food and it makes you healthy. In Red Dead, you eat that food and it makes you healthy. In Zelda, you're just out to kill the enemy and save the princess. In Red Dead, you're out to kill the enemy and...
He's got a wife and family.
And save yourself. And he does have a wife and family. Marston does. But as for the main character of Red Dead, he's just kind of an outlaw.
You pitch a tent in Link.
But you do have... And you pitch...
Morning, noon, or night. You pitch a tent in Red Dead and you sleep morning, noon, or night. You
fast travel in both games as well.
Both games.
From anywhere you wanted to. And I mean, the similarities are extensive, and they still are growing to this day. They keep this. You get
wagons now in Tears of the Kingdom. You get wagons.
Horse and wagons. You could carry your wagons. You get a ton of supplies in both games. In both games, you get a sack, like a satchel full of supplies, and in Red Dead as well, you get a ton of supplies.
Yes.
So you get supplies. You could build on those supplies. You could create weapons. Like you could create your weapons to be better. And in both games, you could create your weapons to be better. You could upgrade, was what I'm saying. You could upgrade your weapons, make them better, make them kill enemies quicker. And so there's a lot of, and you could get health.
The health, yeah. You earn more health.
Stamina.
Just like the hearts. Just like the wheel.
The wheel.
Red
stamina.
Dead's got the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
The wheel, stamina.
Mm-hmm.
Stamina and health. Zelda has got Link has the stamina and the health.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. See, there's so
much.
much.
Even the graphics, the way you transverse, you walk or you ride a horse.
You walk or ride a horse.
The walking physics are so similar.
Yeah, and then eventually you run out of stamina in either both of them. You run so much and you run out of stamina, and both of them you run out of stamina.
Yep.
So it's very similar. It's pretty much similar. Like Gunner was saying, it is the pocket edition of Red Dead in your pocket. So you guys out there, if you ever play Red Dead Redemption, you better go get Zelda on the Switch, and you better take that Switch Zelda on the go or play it at home or wherever you may be, because Zelda is equivalent to Red Dead Redemption.
Yes, it's on the Switch, but let me tell you, it is more like Red Dead than it is like Mario 64.
Very true. Very true.
He moves in the same ways that the character John Marston or Arthur moves in Red Dead.
It does. He does.
Very linear. When you jump, you can't just float around.
Yeah.
When you fall, they got dummy effects on both games too.
Yeah, they do. They do got dummy effects on both games. I know.
So the similarities continue. Everybody, tell us.
It's so funny because they could both climb, but they fall so dang easy. It's so ridiculous the way they fall. Actually, it's kind of dumb because how could you climb like a freaking pro, like you're a pro rock climber and that's your job, but yet. When they run out of stamina, they just fall straight down like morons. Instead of trying to grab everything, they just let go and goodbye to you,
Huh.
So that's kind of weird and it's kind of silly.
We need to talk to the animators about that.
That's kind of silly. Yeah, it's kind of silly and weird, but that's just the way they did it. Yeah, they got to patch it.
Are they able to patch animations in the games?
That's a tough one because they might not be able... How can you reverse?
Yeah.
I mean, they could.
Yeah.
But it would... Yeah, at a cost. It would take a cost.
All right, everybody, you tell us what you think the comparisons are between
Red Dead Redemption
and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Go ahead and write us. Where you can find us.
If
we forgot any of them, let us know. Also, if you think that they're completely different, tell us and tell us why.
Yeah, if you think they're different, then if our opinions to you are way off, let us know why you think they're off. Because we'd like to know that.
We just want to say Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Ladies, love your man.
Your daddies.
Love your baby daddy.
Baby daddy
love
or your
husbands.
Fathers especially, even more. And ladies, if you do have your fathers, give them a big old hug and big old kiss on the cheek. And if you do have your baby's daddies.
Then you go outside.
Have
and
a
you
beer.
live life happy and you take a deep breath and let it all out. And say, you know what?
Cool.
I'm starting right now. Boom.
So all you men out there, if you feel like having a great Father's Day, I suggest you just get out there, do what you love to do best. As for me, I'll probably be out there just, I was out there. Well, what I did was I just had a beer and I had a barbecue, just the things we love, had a beer, had a barbecue, watch some sports, just the normal.
That's all you got to do,
the best thing to do, and just
the best thing to do.
Love and hug your kids.
I'll be out there making babies.
Yeah.
Becoming a father.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, it's Monday morning. Drive safe. Oh, but before we go, we still got the special
best part.
Well, before we go, we want to tell you the recap.
Oh, yeah.
Today's episode was what's the deal with loading time?
What's the deal with loading?
And
Why
what's
does
the
it take
deal?
so long? Why does it take forever?
It's 2023. There's still
the big
loading
question.
times.
What is going on with that?
And don't give us that excuse that,
the
there has to be.
because they're graphics.
There has to be.
Come on now.
We're
through with that.
And the second question we asked today was, what's so Red Dead about
Zelda? Yeah.
And we told you.
What's so RDRZ?
The answer for the first one is lazy developers.
Lazy development. Come on, speed it up. I mean, they take so many years to make the games, yet they don't.
Don't be so ambitious.
Okay, all right,
tone
stop
it
right there
down.
because I will get back. We'll get back into that.
It.
So
we got to go
because
episode.
It's time. Yeah, part 2 is
and
coming.
the answer to what's so Red Dead about Zelda, as
that
we
is
told
part
you.
2 as well.
Go ahead and listen to the show again in case you want that answer again.
Oh yeah, we got all the answers for you.
But now it is time
for the best part,
greatest part of the show. The part that everybody knows.
That we
love to call
the 3 4
2-minute rundown. Everybody, what's up? It is the 2-minute rundown. Everybody's favorite part of the show, and here we go. Where we pass out for 2 minutes to tell you about everything that's happening in the world.
Champions of the NBA. So everybody, tip your glass and have a fun time. All the guys out there say, "Cheers to the NBA champions, Denver Nuggets." And Las Vegas is the hockey team of the century. Yes, the Knights are the best team so far this year and a few years ago. So Las Vegas is kicking butt.
Las Vegas Knights in the house, baby.
The Dodgers are there. They're still kicking butt, still striving.
Kershaw.
Kershaw is the best pitcher of all time and one of the greatest pitchers that we ever seen. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there that are kicking butt, that are playing sports out there today for your greatest team. And we got the USFL still going. It's almost playoff time. A couple more weeks, and we'll crown the second-year USFL champion. And what do we have
Happy Father's
in the
Day.
world of entertainment and WWE? Gunner?
Well, we have Happy Father's Day to Marshawn Lynch. We have Happy Father's Day to Tom Brady. We have Happy Father's Day to Ice Cube.
Ice-T.
We have Happy Father's Day to the creator of Nike. The Mr. Nike, the creator himself.
Michael Jordan.
He makes good movies, or at least he's going to. Or at least his son does.
John Cena.
John Cena is
Happy Father's Day out there.
making headways by using the high five in the new movie Fast 10. Everybody's loving that. AEW video game. Countdown begins. We're 14, 15, 13, 11 days away. Less than 2 weeks away. So close from the AEW video game. Everybody, it's Happy Father's Day. Thank all your fathers out there. Let everybody feel the sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
Be like Desmond, who started a family and had a happy life.
Hang out with your families. Just have great times and just get out there and have great times with each other. Hug your children, hug your fathers. Girls hug your fathers, men hug your fathers hug your fathers.
Love
everybody
your
have a great time.
Everybody have a great week. Have a great week ahead of you, everybody. Also, incidentally, the new Transformers movie came out. Go ahead and check that one out. Xbox had its showcase. Obsidian, Bethesda going head-to-head on the Xbox. This summer, this winter, everybody out there, have a great Monday. If you can have a great Monday, you can have a great life. Everybody knows that. Runner, tell them what love is. Tell them what godliness is. Tell them to be thankful.
Is great, and godliness is great. If you have a family and you have love, and if you procreated, now if you are created, and if you are alive, that means you came out of love. There was love sometime that made you a procreation. So that is love, and that is great, and that is why we are here every Monday morning to remind you guys that life is great, and life should not be non-appreciated. It should be appreciated daily, nightly, Mondayly, and especially for you guys and for us. And to the Renegade Show, we gotta say we love you all out there. And again, a happy belated Sunday because today's Monday, but still, we're celebrating all the fathers that are here and all the fathers that were there.
Thank you, fathers.
That were there before and that are there now.
You know,
every father from then, now, the father of us all, the creation of us all, and everything.
Happy Father's Day, everybody. Thank you. The Runner and Gunner Video Game Podcast
is a free podcast.
The only free podcast.
Solid.
Runner and Gunner, not responsible for any injuries, postponements, or collateral that may occur during or post segments of our entirety of the show. You are now or have been listening to. We would like to add any involvement with similar subjects in the show are completely coincidental and may or may not be facts. We would also like to thank you, Lennox.